Good morning, everyone. This is Venkat from Saka Services. Today, I am going to explain about web service for function module. Okay. First of all, what is a web service and why we need that? Okay. So let let us know what is a web service and why we need that. Okay. An SAP RFC web service is a function module enabled to behave as a SOAP-based service allowing non-SAP systems to call SAP ABAP code via HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It enables two different systems, example SAP and Salesforce, to work together by specialized RFCs, remote function calls, with WSDL, okay, Web Service Description Language, that is Web Service Description Language, that anyone can access over the web. Okay, I will explain you in simple words. So suppose if I'm using SAP system and one of my friend is using Salesforce system. Okay. Suppose if my friend, okay, want to use the code which I was developed in SAP, okay, ABAP, then he can access that directly? No, he can't access directly. So there should be one interface which should connect these systems. Okay. So that connection between these systems is called web service. Okay, now let us know how to create a web service. It will be completed in just three steps. Okay, first one, create a RFC function module. Next, create a web service. Next, test it. That's it. Okay, now I'm taking a simple requirement. Okay, input is employee ID. Okay, if I give input as employee ID, then I want output as employee first name, last name, and date of birth. Okay. Where we get all this in output? Okay. We will get all this employee first name, last name, and date of birth from info type 0002. Okay. Now let's go to SAP login and let's see how to create a web service. Okay. Yeah, I already logged into the SAP login system. As we all know that, okay, to create a function module, okay, the T code is SC37. Okay, as we all know, the custom, okay, whatever the custom report structure function module should be start with GRY. Okay, I am creating as YWS underscore employee underscore details. Okay, create function module. So in order to create a function module, okay, we need a function group. So already I have created a function group. So I'm giving a function group here. My function group is 1 minute. I'm giving my function group short description. Okay. So whenever we are creating, okay, RFC function module, okay, first of all we need to go to attributes and we should enable, okay, remote enabled module. Instead of regular function module, we need to create a remote enabled function module. And if you want to create a web service, Okay, it should be remote enabled function module. In normal function, regular function module, we cannot create a web service. Okay, go to import parameter. As I said, I'm giving a import as like input as employee ID, that is IV underscore kernel. Yeah. Whenever we are creating, okay, RFC modules, the parameters with pass by value are only allowed. Okay, so we need to select mandatorily pass by value. Okay, now I'm going to export parameters. Export parameters are nothing but output. Okay, now what I want as output, employee first name, that is EV first name, employee last name, EV last name, employee date of birth, okay, date of birth, EV underscore message. I'm giving EV underscore message for the error handling. Okay, as I said, for RFC modules, it should be pass by value. So we need to enable pass by value. Okay, now next go to source code. Sorry, type Nachin. It's not Nachin. Sorry. Yeah, enter. Now go to source code, and as I said, we are getting all these employee first name, last name, and date of birth from the info type 0002. So for info type 0002, okay, the table name is PA 0002. Okay, so here we need to give data declaration. Okay, now write a select statement. Okay, let us understand our code what we have written. See, I'm selecting, okay, from PA 0002 into work area ls underscore PA 0002. Okay, where personal ID, okay, that is employee ID is equals to import parameter IV underscore employee ID, that is partner, and BGAD, it is begin date is less than or equal to system date and end date greater than or equals to system date. Suppose if psi sub r c is equals to 0, then employee first name, okay, is equals to L ls underscore PA triple zero two, that is Varna. Okay. So employee last name, employee date of birth, message. Here I am giving message that suppose if everything goes right, okay, the I should get a message that employee details retrieved successfully. Else, if anything fails, I want a message that employee not found or not valid record exist. Okay, let's check. Activate, activate. So our RF creation of RFC function module is completed. Now we will create a web service. So in order to create a web service, go to utilities. Under utilities, go to more utilities. Under more utilities, go to create a web service. Under create a web service, again select from the function module. Now give service definition, that is as we created ws underscore employee underscore details, description web service, continue, map the name, continue, continue. So here we can give either as a local object, or else if we have created a package, we can give a package. So already I have a package, so I'm giving package, continue, complete. Yeah. So our web service creation is also completed. If you see here in the properties, we will get all the details, technical name, prototype name, short description, okay, and so as I said, it is a SOAP based service. So here you can see that the SOAP based, okay, namespace. So for every web service, there is a WSDL, that is web service description language. So in the web service description language, we can find a URL. Okay. With that URL, okay, if we click on that URL, okay, we can copy paste this URL and we can use in the any browser. Okay, we can paste there and we can get that. So simply now I'm running my web service, executing test, does not exist. Yeah, sorry. I before that I need to activate a web service. Continue, continue. Okay. Now test web service. Execute. Yeah. See. See, if I'm giving here in the request, okay, if I'm giving input as a employee ID, that is partner, okay. So how to give? So in order to give, like how to edit this? To edit this, here there is a option called XML editor. Okay. Okay. So by clicking in a XML editor, so we can get this page, and here we can give any employee ID. So I'm giving employee ID as 10. Okay. XML is a extensible markup language. XML is a extensible markup language. Okay. Now I have given input as a employee ID 10. Now I'm testing it, executing it. See, here we got date of birth as 10/8/2002, employee first name as Amir, employee last name as Adel, and EV message, that is error for an error handling whatever the message we provided. If the employee details are successfully retrieved and successfully executed, we should get employee details retrieved successfully. Okay, so this is how we create a RFC function module, and we create a web service using RFC function module, and we test it. Okay, suppose we have created a RFC function module, and we have created a web service using RFC function module. Okay, so now we are going back, and okay, now if we want to, okay, test web service, okay, later on, okay, then how we can test it? So in order to test that, so go to T code SCAT, sorry, go back, go to T code SCAT. In SCAT, if you see here, there is a enterprise services. So click on enterprise services. Under that enterprise services, there is a service definitions. Click on that, and under that we can see that our web service, okay, JWS EMP details, okay, that is employee details. So if you click on this, okay, so here we can see the properties page of our web service, and if you go to WSDL, okay, there is a URL, you can copy paste that, and we can execute it. Okay, that's it for now. So today we learned about how to create a web service and how to execute test it. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a great day.